So you mentioned multi-purpose facilities, right? So how more complex would you say that CMOs, CDMOs are in comparison with the standard innovative or generic pharma organizations?
I usually, when I speak to my colleagues during trainings, during quality trainings and so on, or when I explain our company to external people, I usually say, okay, the science happens in Lonza. Our customers are just glorified pill pressers. Now that is hyperbole, and that is really meant as as to be amusing. But if you look at it, the complexity in the manufacture of a chemical or microbiological API, okay, the complexity is in the bulk, in the scale up, in all this, um in the different studies on how do you have to scale your equipment to get the same quality attributes. What are the critical process parameters? How are they changing as you scale up? This is something that the pharma company does not necessarily have to think about when they outsource to a CDMO. Um, the complexity on their side is really in R&D. Okay, the complexity is in the science of screening the compounds, of actually finding compounds that might be candidates for drugs, of filtering out the ones that are not. The application of bioinformatics, for example, is something that is extremely important for these guys in their R&D lab. The complexity of manufacturing, mid-scale, large scale, of the CDMO, and also of matching that to the supply chain that is coming in sideways with all the raw materials that we need and so on. That's really where we are complex. So I don't know if there's a degree whether you can say this one is more complex than the other one, but I believe that that really a lot of the science really happens with the CDMO.
Thank you for tuning in and listening or watching this episode of Qualitox podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider sharing it with your friends and subscribe. Stay compliant and see you in the next one.